What can you expect from me as your visionary, technologically savvy, and creative teacher? You can expect to use tools that promote higher education learning that allow you to be engaged, creative, and focused on your learning. I will seek out new ways of teaching and adjust my teaching when there are things that do not work. I am committed to staying in tune with technology and not to shy away from it. Those are just a few things you can expect from me as your teacher. I wanted to read an excerpt from Benner's book, Educating Nurses, A Call for Radical Transformation. As an educator, in particular as an educator of teachers, I was equally struck by the attention to the role of nursing as teacher. The work of a nurse is not complete when we are told, when a disease has been healed, but when a patient has prepared to return to a life that is self-managed and independent. For this, nurses regularly are expected to teach, to explain to patients how they must care for themselves and why, what new habits of eating and exercising, self-examination and self-regulation they need to develop in order to live healthy, productive lives. Who teaches? Nurses teach. One need only to spend a few hours with nurses on a hospital floor or in a cancer treatment room, in an individual office, or even during a home visit before being struck by the varieties of technology with which the nurse must completely cope. Some technologies are exotic, as the now typical arrays of sensing devices in an ICU or the daunting devices needed for dialysis. Others appear as pedestrian, as the hypodermic needle or the blood pressure cuff. And computers are ubiquitous for record keeping, communications, and monitoring of drugs. All of these now fall within the nurse's responsibilities, and he or she is expected to understand what and how to perform in those circumstances. There's an element of engineering and technology in that role, as much as Star Trek as ER.